So yesterday I posted about not fearing aging, but uh, not being quite settled on sickness, and how I don't worry about it anymore. Try not to worry about it. It does come up from time to time still, and I just have to link into my higher soul. And some people might wonder in their mind, um, how this practice of trusting my higher soul is any different from my previous Christian relationship to God, and trusting God as a Christian. Well, on the surface, it doesn't seem like there is any difference. We're trusting in a higher power, right, to help us here with our earthly life. But at a psychological level, there's a huge difference, and I'm going to try and see if I can articulate it here on this video. When I first noticed this difference as a Christian 8 years ago, when my mother was dying with cancer, I prayed and trusted to the Christian God, the Christian concept of God up above, the Almighty, to heal my mom. We both wished and wanted mom to get healed. And the answer did not come. My mom withered away with her cancer and passed on. And it left me very vulnerable and unprotected. I felt abandoned by God in my deeper self, sort of like Jesus on his cross, when he cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" I can't think of any worse trauma that a person might experience than that, because your ultimate rescue is failing you, right? So that made my belief in God, in the Christian God, fall apart. I was left in a very vulnerable and unprotected state, and I could no longer trust that. Now, how is this different with trusting my higher soul? For one, your soul is divine, and your soul is you. You can never be separated from your core soul, your divine spark, right? It's eternal. The infinite self is eternal. And you are directly connected to the consciousness of your divine eternal soul. And for me now, to place my trust into my higher, greater, infinite soul, and trusting the pre-birth blueprint that my soul planned out for my life, makes me feel embraced and nestled like in the arms of a divine mother. It makes me feel so safe, because I am always connected, no matter of how the life on earth plays itself out. It gives me the psychological and mental peace of never being forsaken. That someone that has planned my life was me, right? And psychologically, it bridges a gap where you don't feel victimized by life. You don't feel helpless in the way that believing in God as someone other than yourself, having made the plans for you and then abandoned you. You don't have connection in the same way uh, than me believing and knowing that my soul is in charge of everything that happens in my life. And it makes it okay, right? It feels different. The victimization aspect is no longer there, where you're being abandoned in a difficult situation. Knowing that your soul planned this precisely the way it plays out gives you that sense of being in control. Even though, humanly speaking, it may be difficult, it doesn't make sense, but knowing that this was your own ultimate desire psychologically just touches you differently. You're not left abandoned, victimized, or not having your prayers answered, which was in my case very detrimental. Very the trauma was very great and deep from that. So I hope this makes sense in the way I explained it. My soul will never forsake me and abandon me, and knowing that my soul is in charge is what helps me glide through life and life events with less resistance. It is meant to be that way, and I can truly say that all things do work together for my good. So, hopefully, this helped. It certainly helps me, and maybe it'll help someone else, some of you guys watching.